Okay, hey, we're live. What's going on, guys? It is January 4th, Sunday. Hey, it's going. This will get smoother and smoother once I figure it out. I'm using an app called Camlink, which allows you to use your DSLR as a streaming camera. And it's kind of like, it's kind of funky. Like sometimes it doesn't like see the camera, and sometimes I don't know. It's a kind of a mess. I might have to invest in a Camlink, but they're like $100 and something. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until we get an audience here of at least more than me. But yeah, the audio interface, I got that coming so that I can hook up a better mic. So I'm not getting it from. I'm getting it right now from the FaceTime camera, and it sounds, not ideal. Anyway, today's movie is actually a movie I watched last night. These aren't necessarily going to be movies that I watched recently, even. I haven't seen Copland in about 5 years, but I think I did a good, solid review of it, covered all the points. But today, I'm going to do a movie that I just watched last night called Birth by Jonathan Glazer, 2004. Jonathan Glazer made Sexy Beast, which I don't like, and Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, which I do like a lot, a real lot. So I was like, all right, I gotta watch this. And I'd heard some good things about it. It is fantastic storytelling. It is like a Hitchcock meets Bergman, Ingmar Bergman, not Ingrid Bergman. But what I mean by that is that it's like a very well calculated thriller where every little point is kind of mapped out. That's kind of the Hitchcocky part, and like interesting psychological questions. But then the like intimacy and the like holding on moments and like humanist side of it is kind of a Bergman thing. Maybe I'm not 100% right there. It's just my opinion, all right? So, I don't know why I got mad there. Anyway, Birth. It's got Nicole Kidman and Lauren Bacall, who looks a little bit like a Ninja Turtle in this, unfortunately. Then Danny Houston, which I realized halfway through, I was like, oh, I bet he's related to John Houston and Angelica Houston. And also Anne Heche is in it, remember? Anyway, so the movie's about a widow, uh, 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 Nicole Kidman. I almost called her Kim Nicoleman. I don't have dyslexia, Jesus. Nicole Kidman, she's a widow of 10 years, and she's about to get remarried. And a 10-year-old boy comes to her and is like, I'm Sean, your ex-husband, or your deceased husband, via reincarnation, essentially. And then through like a whole bunch of events, he convinces her, and I'm not, no spoilers or anything, so because I highly recommend this movie. It just poses a really amazing question, basically convincing this family that maybe this 10-year-old boy is there some sort of a reincarnation of the husband, and that the boy doesn't want her to get remarried. So it's like it's like a ghost story, and it's like not a movie, a ghost story, but it's like actually a ghost story, but it's not like a horror. It's a thriller. It's labeled a thriller. So, oh man, I just think that there's a lot going on, and although it at points I think general audiences, I'm going to use that term occasionally. And what I mean by general audiences are people who see movies as purely for like a sensationalized entertainment, like for the same reason you eat candy or something, which is, I have no problem with that. That's how most people go and see movies, is just for the sound, the excitement of it, the spectacle of it. And then there's a smaller group of people who go to, the enjoyment they get out of it is like how successful the movie is at conveying its message, while yes, engaging you and being entertaining. But can you take something else out of that? Is there some like nutrition in there, as opposed to just, you know, eating a candy bar. You feel full for a little bit, but it's like kind of killing you on the inside. So that's what, like Fast and the Furious kind of feels like a little bit, where they're fun to watch, but there's no like real message there that other than family is good. And that's not always true. Sometimes family stinks. Anyway, this movie's really good. I highly recommend it. Maybe I'll start doing a thing where I'll start looking up where you can watch it, so you can stream the movie or whatever. Uh, uh, I got it on DVD. Okay, so yeah, I highly recommend it. I'd say there's a scene in here when Danny Houston, basically, without spoilers, it's his character comes to the realization that maybe they're not going to get married. That maybe this like incident is some sort of an omen, or has caused Nicole Kidman's character to change her mind, and they just hold on a shot of him staring out a window, and it's so candid. It feels like they didn't know the camera was on him, and it's that kind of stuff that reminds me of the Bergman movie, where it's a little bit dreamlike and a little bit showing us the intimate moments. I love stuff like that, and you can't do it in every movie. You got to really set the stage for that to work. But anyway, Birth, I recommend it. Also, not to be sexist, but Nicole Kidman looks very beautiful. I think you can just say that, right? That's not sexist. She looks really beautiful in this movie, and that alone kind of makes it engaging in a sense. Jack Matthews of the New York Daily News called it one of Nicole Kidman's bravest and best performances. Now, remember, that was back in '04, but yeah, I think it's really good. It's really good. It's up there. Like, it was the first thing I was thinking about when I woke up this morning was kind of like, what are you going to do? It also has a weird relation to Benjamin Button, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. So I think that would be like a good double feature, even though I don't like Benjamin Button. So play that second so I can go see Birth and then just like leave. Okay. Uh, so yeah, the audio will be getting better. Eventually the video will get better because I'll probably just not. I'm using wireless right now, but I think I'm just going to get a Cat 5 cable and just like a 30-foot one and run it right down to the modem so that I have a higher connection. Although it does say excellent connection right now. I've never had an excellent connection in my life. Okay, so anyway, this is working pretty well. I will see you tomorrow, and who knows what the movie will be. Although I am seeing Little Women. Maybe we'll do that. Peace.